All right, good afternoon, brilliant ones here. Today we shall be looking at further videos on isomerism, and we shall be considering the isomers of pentane. But may I remind you, if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, it's important you do, and press the bell also. The reason for doing this is not far-fetched, just so that other videos can be uploaded for you to see. So let's go on to what we have. Isomers. Isomerism, I have defined isomerism as the existence of a compound having the same molecular formula but different structural formula. Pentane has 3 isomers. Wow. In the last video, I made you understand that butane has 2 and pentane has 3 now. Let's look at it. The first isomer of pentane is N-pentane. Now, the first isomer of every compound is always N of that compound. N-pentane is the first isomer. Now, if N-pentane, we have CH3, CH2, 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 then CH3. You can put it down in your notes so as for you to know what we are talking about. Let's move on to the second isomer. The second isomer is 2-methylbutane. Say it with me. 2-methylbutane. How did we get 2-methylbutane? Now, let's start from how did we get butane first. We get butane because any 4 carbon on a straight chain is called but. Now, the A there is from the family name, which is from alkane. So, the butane is because there are 4 carbon atoms on a straight chain. This is a branched chain. It is therefore called an attachment. What is the name of this attachment? It is methyl. What number of atom or what number of carbon atom does this methyl attach? It attached to number 2. If you say if you start counting from here 1, 2, this will become 3-methylbutane, but it's wrong because you have to move from here. From the shortest distance, if you come from here, it is 1, 2. But if you come from here, it is 1, 2, 3. Now, 3 is longer than 2 and will pick the shortest distance. So that's why 2-methylbutane is preferred and correct. So this is 2-methylbutane. This is the attachment. This is this. Why this is not having 2 hydrogen is because the number of bonds surrounding each carbon atom must not be more than 4. So if it must not be more than 4, if you put 2 hydrogen here, you'll be wrong. Do you get that now? So let's move on. Now the last isomer is 2,2-dimethylpropane. How did we get this? Pick the longest chain. Now, the one on the horizontal, let's consider that. You can also consider the one on the vertical, but let's choose the one on the horizontal. This is carbon 1, carbon 2, carbon 3. And 3 carbon atom under alkane is propane. That's how we got this propane. How did we get methyl? This is an attachment and the name of CH3 is methyl. How did we get 2,2-di? Because this is methyl, this is methyl. They are both on number 2 carbon atom. You get that now? This is methyl, this is methyl. They are both on number 2 carbon atom. So that's what makes it 2,2-dimethylpropane. You get that? Fine. Now let's look at what do we have comma. Anytime you are writing number and number, comma must separate them. Anytime you are writing number and letter, hyphen, as in dash, must separate them. Put these on your mind. There are little rules that you need to put on your mind. So as you watch the video and you subscribe, other ones begin to watch them and get them written down in your notes.